Okay. Oh, I'm a mess right now. All right. I'm gonna. I'm not usually going. Don't usually go live at this time, so I'm gonna let people see that I'm on. I don't look the best. I'm actually not feeling the best, honestly. But I miss you guys. I wanted to come on and see how you're doing and talk about some things. Hey, Alaska, huh? Do you like it there? So I decided I wanted to come on because, this whole news with Brian and stuff, and I wanted to talk about the big vision that I got, how clean and clear it was, the card that I drew, maybe do pendulum, I don't know yet, um, because I actually got a pendulum holder, so people can't say, "Oh, you're moving the pendulum," so stupid. Um, so I know I'm on earlier than usual because I have a reading at 6, and I figured, well, I'm feeling like it, I'll come on. Like I said, I don't look the best. Sorry about that, but it is what it is, right? Um, I I have this. It's a kidney stone. It's more than a kidney infection. Just my side has been killing me, especially when I'm up wandering around. So I don't know. I was not feeling that great, but I wanted to come on and just chit chat with you guys a little bit, talk to you about some things. My cats are going to try to walk on the computer. The reason why I'm kind of sideways is because my computer is plugged in. My plug doesn't reach. I'm letting it charge a little bit and then I'll move it. So I'm holding my webcam right now. So that's why I'm kind of a little sideways and it's kind of a little close up. So, hello. So this is the first time that you've seen my lives, I hope that you have seen my videos to kind of see how I work and about me a little bit. My dogs bark. Sorry, it's the middle of the day and there's people across the street doing stuff. So I'm hoping, when I move, I'll have more privacy and that won't happen as much. So, wow, Scotland. Whew, I've missed you guys. I know I haven't been on in quite some time. Um, I've had so much going on, with my two surgeries, and then trying to pack, which I'm not getting anything done because when I start moving, my side starts hurting, plus my back. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm moving to Arizona probably next month. I don't have a move date yet, but I'm thinking it'll be a good move. I feel like really good about it because everything just happened the way it was supposed to. It was just bam, bam, bam. So it was meant to be. When it's not fighting against you, it's meant to be. So, oh, okay. Well, maybe eventually you can get yourself acquainted with, how I am, how I work, all of that. I don't know if we're going to be expecting a lot of people. It says that there's only 4 here, but I see a lot more in the chat. So I'm just waiting till some more people come on so I don't have to repeat myself because you guys know when people come on, they start asking the same question. Um, and so I don't want to have to kind of repeat myself a little bit. As soon as my computer charges a little bit, I'll move it so I'm not giving a side view. Oh, thank you, Wishful. You're so sweet. You're so sweet. That makes me feel good. I start to wonder because I know I'm not as active, but I plan, like, once I move, I plan on becoming more active, doing more cases and stuff. I think my energy will be better. Um, so hopefully, this this cat is a suffocating cat, but every time I'm on live, she always comes out to say hi. And my bird always has to talk every time I talk to you guys. Excuse me. I have people already asking me what I think. And, I mean, okay, how come it says I've only got 4 people on here, but I have like 10 in the chat? You guys aren't showing up. There's 6. I do personal readings. I've actually posted some testimonials on my YouTube wall if you need to go look at that. Yeah, I understand the questions. Thing about reading is they always give us what we need, not necessarily what we want. So they know it's best for our healing and growth, and that's what they bring forward. You can always find the ways to reach me on my videos on the drop down. I have an email there. You can email me, and then we can connect through Facebook or Instagram if you have either or. Because right now I can't get to my messages through I can't get to my messages through my Facebook. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But every time I do that, it locks me on a messenger, and I have to undo the app and do it back. But I'm thinking I can do it from my computer though, which is weird. So, well, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, but I'm trying to wait for people to come on real quick because I don't want to have to repeat myself. Yeah, I do all my readings though through a messenger of some type, so we would have to do either Facebook, Instagram, Hangouts. You know, if you've seen how I channel best as I'm typing. So, I don't know why it's just always been that way. Basically, because that's how I started. That's how I started my work. That's how I started opening up, was writing, and it's just kind of stayed like that. Plus, people can keep their readings. They can go back to them later. Come on, Kamara, seriously. They can go back to them later and see things that might not have made sense at the time. So, you know, I have all of those things. Whatever works for you, just email me and we can work out the details after you email me. I was just kind of waiting until people come on, just kind of chit-chatting for a minute, because I don't want to have to repeat myself, you know. People say they hate when I repeat myself. I don't mean to. I just do sometimes to get my point across. Call it ADHD or whatever. I don't know. But things will be I think they'll be different when I move. I think I'll have a better spot to record. I think it'll be quieter. Like, the dogs won't be barking at everything because we'll be on 2.5 acres away from everything. So I think, I mean, my bird might still make noise. She's an Indian ringneck, and she's a little shit. Like, she was okay until she went through bluffing, and now I've got to work with her again because she's just a brat. So, but every time I get on here, she likes to talk. She was quiet till I got on here with you guys. I don't know if she thinks I'm talking to her or she just wants to be involved. It's the same thing in readings. I'm constantly pausing because people complain. There's nothing I can do about it unless I go outside. And then if I go outside, the dogs across the street will bark. You'll hear the goats. So, Kamara, seriously? Oh, awesome! I'm glad. Yeah, you guys, you know, if you're interested in reading the book, Holly is saying she just got it and read it. It's affordable. It's on Amazon. It has 5 stars, all good reviews. So I think when I get some money, I might have it published. I don't know yet. Because I've reached out to publishers and stuff, but they're so busy all the time. I'm glad that you liked it. Okay, so we had 10, now we have 8. I don't know what's going on. It looks like we have more people in there than it's showing up on the thing. So I have to tell you, I'm not really sure that this is Brian, and I'll tell you why I think this. Okay, so the first information that they gave me on Brian was that I had said it in my group that he was in the marsh. That's the very first thing that came to mind. Okay, but then during the reading, I was shown something different, and it was something that repeated, and it was like a vacation spot. I kept seeing it from aerial view, and I kept seeing the water and the big hotels and stuff like that, and it was something that repeated, right? So then I had not put any video or anything, but I posted on my wall a random vision I got, and it was so random. When visions come in random like that, they're accurate because I'm not trying to get them. Not only that, but it was one of the most vivid visions I've ever gotten. And I've done a lot of readings, and I've worked a lot with people, and this thing was vivid. Okay, I saw him getting arrested, on his knees, his hands behind his head. I could picture what he was wearing. He was wearing a zip-up jacket. It was unzipped. I saw FBI agents. Come on, Kamara. Now she's getting a little too crazy. And I could see their jackets. What was, just like their jackets were unbuttoned, unzipped. You could see the FBI written on the back. Like, they all had their guns on him, and he's on his knees. It was like I was there. Okay? And I'm getting the chills. So that's truth to me. Like, I saw that. And I got April. April's coming twice. In Gabby's reading, and then again, when I had this vision. Okay? So I don't feel he's deceased. Like, whenever I do, I'm not really great at feeling energy. I'll just say that. That's not my strong point. It's hard to tell if someone's deceased or alive. The only way I can find out is if I try to reach them in spirit and I can channel or I see their passing. Him, I tried that with Gabby, and if he was bones by now, I would have been able to reach him when I did that reading because it hasn't been that long ago. Right? So I think it's funny that his parents just decide to go look, and then they randomly walk up to the park. Okay, we've had dogs in that area. We've had people in that area searching literally for weeks. All of a sudden, all of a sudden they come up on his stuff and remains. They don't say what type of remains. Okay, and if his family is connected, just think about it. Like, what could they really have done? Because I've always gotten a police badge every time that I've done this reading. Now, I could be wrong because there's always free will. There's one main highway and different paths. People can take different roads. He could have made that decision to commit suicide, but Brian, from feeling his energy, does not feel like that type. I could be wrong. We're not perfect, but let me tell you what I pulled. Okay, so I just got these cards. Remember I told you guys I was going to be this is so uncomfortable the way that this is right now. My dog's going to have the computer on her head. Hold on a second while I kind of try to adjust this. Okay. My dogs are all laying where I want to put my computer. Okay. So, the dogs are the table. That's so funny. All right. So, I got these cards, right? And I haven't used cards in forever, but Spirit wanted me to get the cards. I don't know if I'm going to be doing monthly readings with them or not yet. It's not really going to happen till after I move, probably. Okay? So I'm like, I'm just going to shuffle them. I haven't even read about the cards or anything. I'm just going to shuffle them and see what pops up. Ask the question of, is he deceased? And I got the snow leopard, okay, which is known as the Watcher. I thought it was so funny because then I read what it was about, and it literally said, to go to it because I knew that was gonna happen because the dogs were like, "Screw you, Mom, get this thing off me." Okay. I have nowhere else to put it but on top of them. They're in my spot. So, it literally said, the Watcher, the snow leopard. Let's see, snow leopard. It's snow leopard. They watch the people yet are very rarely seen themselves. Their paw prints might have been occasionally found in the ridge looking to the valley, but they were not spotted. So I kind of find it funny that that was the card I pulled out. And intuitively, I wanted to pull from the top, and that's the card I got. So I find that funny because, like, I have not pulled cards in years. But, I mean, to pull out the Watcher, like the snow leopard is the Watcher, I just thought it was kind of like he's watching everything. It was really I don't know. I have a hard time believing it's him, but I mean, like I said, I could be wrong, but it's just too set up. It's too, okay, my parents are coming to look, and then all of a sudden, bam, they find his stuff and they find him. And then well, I read that actually, hold on, because I found actually what they said. Hold on, Bubbies. I know. Stop. You guys always get so annoying about this time. So it said, okay, so enforcement on Tuesday night of their intentions to search the park. Okay, so Stephen, the lawyer who represents the Laundrie family, confirmed to Fox News that the Laundries informed law enforcement on Tuesday night that their intentions to search the park and meet officers there. So all of a sudden they decide on Tuesday, we're going to go search. Okay? Hey, Gonzo. I've missed being here, actually. So all of a sudden they tell them they want to search on Tuesday, right? And then all of a sudden, that while searching the areas where Brian frequented, they found some articles belonging to him. And now they did a more thorough search of the area. Okay, but they've been in this area the whole time. So tell me how they didn't find anything. I don't understand. So then it says at the request of law enforcement, they cannot confirm the details of possible human remains. But then it goes on to say this is how it happened. So the video obtained by Fox Digital News, the Laundries and law enforcement officer huddling and speaking as the officer appears to show the couple an unknown discovery. The officer appeared to tell the parents, I think we might have found something. During the couple's time inside, Chris Laundrie could be seen continuously moving in and out of areas of the bush. After a short while, he and Roberta Laundrie separated, with Chris and the two men moving into the bush on the left side of the trail for approximately 12 minutes. Chris returned without law enforcement, and the couple continued on. The Laundries later discovered a white bag and dark-colored object after traveling through a patch of brambles at the edge of the brush at a clearing. So the Laundries are the one that found it, according to this. On the way out of the park, the couple made a phone call and received a call. They were soon joined by a law enforcement officer who could see him patting Chris Laundrie's shoulder as they huddled with the couple. So what? It's just, I don't know. It's just too, like, it's too set up for me. And I was reading comments, right? Because I was curious at what people were thinking. It's really neck to neck with some people think it's him and some people think it's not. And one of the things that people are saying is that the Laundries, because see, I don't try to stay in the news, because I don't try to know stuff, but I was reading the comments and it was saying the Laundries sent off what they send off. They send off meals and water or something like that. Like they FedExed it, and they bought phones. Who are they talking to, and why are they doing that all of a sudden? And then he's found. It makes no sense to me. Yeah. So it almost feels like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a distraction. Almost feels like a distraction. But like I said, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I don't think I am because honestly, I don't feel he's deceased. Like I was driving home because I had to take my cat to go get fixed, and all I could think about is something is so off about the situation. Like it's just off. Um. So I don't know. It's just kind of weird. What is today? Today's the well, that would be the 19th. Just trying to think if those were any of the dates I got. I think I got the 18th. I have to go back to my reading and look. But I can always ask the pendulum. Now I'm not really in a position to put it on a table or anything. That's what I'm saying. Like my whole setup is kind of crappy right now. I bought this because during my pendulum reading for summer, someone said I was moving the pendulum. I just want to roll my eyes at that because why would I need to do that? That's just kind of ridiculous. But I got a holder for it. I haven't used it yet, obviously, as you can see. I haven't used it yet. But this, you're supposed to put the pendulum on it, and it'll go for yes or no for questions. I wonder if I could just hold it like this. So I think there was also another date I got, the 25th or something. I don't know. She started rambling off numbers to me at the end of that reading. And, everybody was saying, oh, I think it's funny how you just did the reading now. The only reason I did the reading on her after she was found is because, one, I couldn't get to it before. Just the timing, I just couldn't. Two, there's a lot of stuff that came out like her. Nobody knew how she passed when I did that reading, but she kept talking about her throat and everything, and like she would have tasted blood if she was strangled to that point. So that was accurate. What more validation do you need than that? I do the readings with my team, and my team can tell you that they sit there and do the readings with me, and I try not to know anything. I actually tried to stay blind to her case because I was feeling like I wanted to do a reading on it. Same thing with Summer. So I try not to. Now I feel very strong about the last reading I did on Summer, but I've been getting that the whole time. I've been getting I got 30 minutes since the beginning. I've gotten River and Water since the beginning. It's just I wasn't really shown a passing one. They showed me her at the lake. I thought that was the passing, but I don't think, they show bits and pieces. It's like charades, like I was saying. So we can always ask the pendulum and see what it says. I have to get it. It's way over there. Hopefully, let's see. My dogs already. Maybe I can put it right there. Did something and my screen's all messed up. But I was an idiot and left my computer over here, and I went in the kitchen, came back, and my screen was all screwed. I can still see you guys. It's just I have a line down the middle. Watch out, boobies. Little lap doggy. Okay, so I keep my pendulum in here. So these are my crime cards I haven't got to use yet. Sorry, baby. I know. I know I don't, but I just try to explain myself because I get I'm very protective over my gifts. I'm very protective over spirit. I'm very protective over their words and what they want to say. And when people disrespect that, it ticks me off because not only does it take energy and work to channel them, but this is what they want to say. This is their wording. This is their words. This is, we may not understand it because sometimes they speak in charades and puzzles and they skip around, but when they're like Gabby and they're strong like them and they just want to talk, I mean, that's their words. And so many people wanted me to do it. I couldn't say no. So these are my crime cards. I have not used them yet. I don't know how accurate they are. I made them. I made all of these. I don't know how accurate they are. I have not tried them. I have not used them. I'm going to have to try them on a case that's already been solved so that we can see how accurate they are, because like I said, I'm just now getting back into the cards. I haven't read cards since the beginning of my journey. When I first got my gifts. Hey, shh, it's okay. 1 second. Sorry, there's probably people walking up the street. The Zook's outside and he's got the most annoying bark that there ever was. He's so loud. So, I apologize. Like I said, it's the middle of the day. I don't know if that's gonna work. We'll see. Um, Sorry about that. I bet you they are barking at the cat. There's a cat that comes on the yard over there, and he always barks at him, even though he lives with cats. I don't understand. So, I know he's got a most annoying. I wonder if I can put it right here. I don't know. I haven't used this yet. I don't know how it will look. Can you show me yes? Tush. Well, they're those kind of parents that think their son does no wrong and want to protect him, you know. So I know. Well, I wanted to try it to see because I thought. Hold on. My dog is driving me nuts right now. Sorry. Um, Well, the only thing is the reason I can do it both ways, okay? And we'll see if I get the same answer both ways. But the reason why I wanted to do it this way is because it is an extension of us, and our mind and what we think can sway it. So that's one reason I wanted to do it this way. You know what I mean? Is to see if I get the same answers or what. So it is going yes right now because I asked it to show me yes. So can you show me yes? Yes is this way for me. But can you show me no? It might not even work because it's not swinging a lot. Yeah, it's not doing what I want it to do. Okay. I know, but you know what? People irritate me sometimes, okay? Show me yes. And no. Okay. Is Brian Laundrie, and I'll try to keep a clear mind when I do this because of my own thoughts. Is Brian Laundrie still alive? Wait, hold on. My dog's moving me. Is Brian Laundrie... Let me stop it. Is Brian Laundrie still alive? Stop moving me. Sorry. Dog has to be on me at all times. Is Brian Laundrie still alive? I don't know if you guys can see it. It's going in the yes direction. Is that Brian Laundrie's body at the reserve? It gives me a no. So, I mean, I've had to kind of learn to try to trust my pendulum because I've never really trusted it before. It hasn't given me, it's like 50-50 on the accuracy of it. And when I go to a map, it's even, but I got a bigger map. Well, I'm going to try it. So let me ask one more time. Okay, I'm sorry I'm repeating myself. I just want to make sure I get the same answer. Is Brian Laundrie still alive? And that's the yes. So, is that Brian Laundrie's body at the preserve that they found? And swinging, no. It's not big swings, but it's swinging. So it gave me the same answer twice. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you see the gullible people, they're like, yeah, that's him. But it's like, well, see, that's why I asked so many times when I did Summers, right? Because I wanted to make sure it gave me the same answer over and over and over. And it wasn't my mind, because we can sway it. But someone was like, I hate that you just, well, two of their complaints were, one, you talk about your life too much. And I was like, dude, it's like, it's alive. We're chatting. Okay. And number two, I ask the questions over and over so I can make sure I'm getting an accurate read, so that if it gives me the same answer, then I know that's right. So I have it all day. It just doesn't feel right. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, because I do watch EVPs sometimes. And I know Morticia, I think that's how you say her name. She originally got suicide. Now, Spirit could always say suicide, but then it doesn't necessarily mean he committed suicide. It could mean that it's faked. So if so, then that EVP was right. But EVPs are like this, you know, depending on what spirits decide they want to talk, and if you get tricksters or not. So If you guys want to put your questions, I'll ask the pendulum. Hey, it is what it is. I don't really care. The only reason, come on, Kamara. The only reason that I even say anything is because I like to stick up for myself and I like to explain things in case other people have the same questions. And it's not necessarily being mean. I mean, sometimes they're just, I don't even want to say the word. Just, I don't even know why they're watching my channel if they're going to bitch about everything. So, it's all right. It is what it is. I don't really care. You know what? Trolls used to bother me, but they don't bother me anymore. The only time I stick up for myself is when I feel like I need to stick up for myself. And I feel like, I was raised that way. And for a long time, I didn't. So now I like to stand up to myself towards people because it makes me feel better about the situation. Oh, I'm talking about, Jess, I'm talking about on, like my YouTube videos. That's what she's talking about. Well, you get a lot. This is what I say, Holly. If you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. When you got haters, you're doing something right. That's how I look at it. And there's always going to be those people. I mean, you have the famous ones like, like Lisa Williams and the ones on Cincy Murder, and you can just type in how many cases that psychics have helped solve, and you get hundreds of cases that pop up. So, I mean, people are always going to do that. Spirit's the one that told me to do YouTube years ago when I started it. And, cause see, this isn't my original YouTube. This is the one I had to switch to. So actually I've been on YouTube for like 8 years or something like that. And I've been doing this work for 9. And so I'm not an amateur. I'm not an amateur. I'm still learning about my gifts. I'm still trying to understand them because we're always growing. We're always trying to understand. In Spirit, like I said, they speak in, they speak like charades sometimes, even the visions might not just make sense. So, I usually just block them. I had a lot on Gabby's. That was the most trolls I've had in a long time. And it was because I think one of them was Brian, because he called me a home wife or something like that. Like, other girls don't call women that. It was just weird. It was talking like a man, and I don't know. So, and then I had I had somebody say that they got a reading for me and it was just whatever and blah blah blah, bull crap, because none of my readings are just whatever. Like, I have hundreds of testimonials that can tell you, if people don't accept it or want to block it, that's a different story. But I can't think of any bad reading I've ever given. So I don't know what that lady was talking about. But I do have a couple people that from my past that try to hate on me and come on my videos and just talk crap because they didn't like what I got on the last Susan reading that I did, although I didn't ever post it. She kept saying, well, that didn't happen. And I said, well, how do you know? Like, this is what I'm getting from Spirit. Whether it did or not, I don't know. I mean, I could have been channeling because Ted Bundy used to pop into those ones all the time. It could have been. But she started calling me all kinds of names and stuff. And she used to work with my, excuse me, Neil. Remember Sick Neil? That's Sick Neil. He's not sick no more. But that is, I used to work with her. I used to do readings with her in my team. And then she just decided she wanted to start calling me all kinds of names and stuff. So now she's tried to get into my group like 10 times under different names, and she comes on my channel and starts crap. So I just block whatever I don't like. You know what I mean? Because you're not going to get away from it. So, dude, I know. I agree with that, Karina. So like I said, if you guys have questions you want to ask about any case, I can do the pendulum right now since I have it out. I just thought it was so funny that I got the leopard she's so quiet until I get on here. So I just cannot believe this. This is the Watcher. This is the Watcher. What are the odds I would pull the Watcher card? To me, it made me feel like he's watching everything. You know what I mean? And it was weird. It was like, because some people pull out the middle and stuff, and I just wanted to pull off the top, and there it was. And what it says is how snow leopards, you can see like their footprints and stuff, but you don't ever see them. So that's what the message of the card. I took the message of the card as, because I think that because Spirit wanted me to get me and animals. I wanted cards that I connected to, so that's why I got the animal cards, because I have a hard time connecting to cards for some reason. I can never remember the meanings and things like that, but I know a lot about I know a lot about animal totems and about spirit guides and stuff like that, and different animals and what they mean. So I figured these would be good because I could connect what their meaning was maybe with the card, and that would be helpful. Now, I don't know if these will work well on cases, or they'll just work well for more of a deeper thing, or I don't really know what I'm going to do with them yet. I just thought it was kind of crazy that the Watcher came up, like he's watching everything. And get this. So if you go back to Delphi, okay, way back to my Delphi auto rights, where I've told you guys that I got past, present, and future in multiple cases. We know that Molly's case came in there. We know that we've had a couple other cases that have come in there. Do you guys remember? And somebody mentioned they saw him at Walmart or something. I don't know if that's true or not. I keep wondering if the bald guy I kept seeing in Delphi was Brian. Because I saw him in a hotel room in a Hawaiian shirt, and he had glasses on, and I keep wondering if that was him. I don't know. I just, I'm still trying to figure out all of my Delphi auto rights, because some stuff still hasn't happened. Now, if you guys go back to my random auto rights, which I'm going to do one soon. I've been thinking about it. I need to. Those are all world events. A lot of the stuff that I said has happened or is happening now, and I did them 2 years ago. So thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that. I always love seeing new subscribers, and it's awesome that you guys feel that way. I'm trying to do better on my videos, okay, because I've listened to what people wanted. So when I start paying for the music, I won't have that watermark in there. The only thing I could find where I could add music to it. So I'm not technical. I appreciate you, Claire, and I appreciate you, Jeffrey. I usually don't have a lot of guys, so that's pretty cool. These are by Deep Wisdom from the Most Sacred Beings in Existence. I don't know. I just thought they were really pretty. I was really drawn to these cards. And aren't they? Look at that. Look at that artistry on there. Isn't it beautiful? I think I pulled 2 more cards, but I didn't. It was the Stability and Wisdom was the other 2 that I pulled. I put them right back. So I didn't go into, but it was the Sea Turtle with Stability, and the Wisdom is the Owl, which I know that Wisdom owls. Owls are one of my favorites. And so let me see. I want to see what the meaning of because I literally have not went over the meanings of these yet. I just thought because they said the words that would be helpful, but I really wish they would drag that water for summer. I really have a strong feeling that's where she's at. I mean, I don't know why Candace would say that's where they were, if that's where she is, but maybe that she thought they wouldn't look if she said that. I don't know. Like, in the water, no. Okay, now this is kind of funny because sea turtle. Okay, remember my vision of tropical. I mean, I got Georgia with it. That doesn't mean it's Georgia. It just, they told me Georgia for some reason. Maybe that's where he went in at or came out at. I don't know. Okay, so if you think about this, right? You think about the vacation spot that I got. It talks about the magical sea turtle that lived in the waters of Big Island of Hawaii. Um, so I don't know if if this is saying because of the water that I was seeing, but stability could be because his parents are giving him money. So that could be the stability there. Sorry, I was just reading about this card because, like I said, I haven't really done that. It's talking about how they lay eggs. So the symbology of this, and I'll look at the symbology of the snow leopard because I didn't do that. So the symbology of this is bubbles, the turtle shell, the unique eye shape, and shells. They're on the critically endangered list. I'm really gonna have to read to see, and intuitively, I'm hoping I can pick up on it. Stuff off the cards. But like I said, I haven't read cards in 8 years. Been a long time. So, okay, so the symbology. Okay, so get this. For the leopard, to say spotting a snow leopard is difficult is an understatement. The mysterious animals live in high in the most remote mountainous areas of the Himalayas, Russia, Mongolia, and western China, and it is only recently, with the advent of sophisticated motion sensor cameras, that we have been able to see decent photographs of these animals in the wild. So remember, we haven't really seen him. So he's very much like a snow leopard. A member of the Panthera, snow leopards are uniquely adapted to cold, harsh environment through having small rounded ears to keep the heat in. So their symbology, let's see. The magic of the snow leopard is all about the power of being a silent watcher. Western society is an extroverted one with this emphasis on the individual and being seen, yet there is so much advantage to examining things and quietly and observing before making decisions. Come on, dude. Move. You're in a bad spot. The symbology of it is eyes on prayer flags, cat in snow, leopard footprints in snow. So, I mean, you can take from that what you will about how he hasn't really been seen. Yeah, the water. Okay, like I said, like the turtle. I mean, that could be the symbology because of the water. And what do you always think of with the turtles? Like tropical, right? Like tropical island or tropical. Um, a treehouse. That's funny. I'm going to show your comment. That's hilarious. It put it for review for some reason. Okay, now the owl. But what I took from it is that he's watching everybody, okay, and that he could be in high ground, or it could just be like that we're seeing the footprints of him, but we're not seeing him. And the sea turtle reminds me of tropical. It reminds me of tropical waters. Like I've tried to find him on the other side. That's why I thought he was alive because like I had a hard time. I can't. I don't feel like intuitively it doesn't feel right. Like I said, I could be totally wrong. I mean, we're human, right? And the owl is wisdom. So open your eyes and see what's really there. Look for the whole truth, as you may only be seeing, part of it. And then it talks about the the mythos of it. Um, don't fight, you guys. Um, I'm just kind of skimming. So owls are found on every continent except for the polar caps and are normally one of the apex predators of a region. They have famously big eyes suited for the front of their heads, are mainly nocturnal. As hunters, the ability to perceive prey in low and light darkness is vital importance. So I don't really know what this card is trying to say. Maybe about wisdom of the situation. But what's funny is if you really look, there's a lady there. And what was funny is what I first thought of is when I saw it, see the lady. When I first saw that, it reminded me of Gabby. Yes, she has brown hair. It's not blonde, but I don't know why that card reminds me of her with the woman there. So I don't know. You know, when it comes to cards, we have to intuitively get what we feel off of them. And making sure I put those back and they're not missing. Kept thinking, oh, my cat's just dragged off one of my cards when I wasn't looking. But I just think those are beautiful cards. I really like them. I just need to find out how they're going to fit for me. The animal weaknesses, let me see. I didn't see animal weaknesses. Let's see. I have to get the numbers again so I can find them. I didn't even think to look at. I was just kind of skimming because I don't want to bore you guys. So let me find the leopard one first. That's 15. Isn't there something about the 15th? Oh, I also am wanting to do Crystal and Kaylin. Is that her name? I wanted to do a reading on them. I didn't think about that. Owls are of the night, you're right. But they're also feminine energy, which is why I thought of Gabby. But and they do have to do with the moon and the night, you're right. So let me see. It doesn't show reverse on this because some people don't read reverse. Like I watch a girl, The Lucky Mermaid. She never reads reversed. But it doesn't. It just says. Let's see. The myth of it, what the card means basically, but I didn't take it as that. I took it as he's watching. The animal and about the animal, like it says, to say spotting a snow leopard is difficult is an understatement. These mysterious animals live in the high, most remote, and I read all that. So, and then it says the magic of it. Talking about observing a situation before you decide to take the next step. The snow leopard magic is mysterious and ethical and can be used when need assistance in taking a righteous path. Then the symbology, which I read in the status, is vulnerable. So he could be very vulnerable right now. But it doesn't give you their weaknesses. But that doesn't mean I can't look up the weakness of the owl online. Or I have an animal speak book. I can look it up that and use that into my readings. But he could be moving at night. He could be into the night. I saw him, like I said, when I did Gabby's reading, and I was like, okay, Gabby, when she was done talking, she was done telling me everything. And I asked her, I said, show me where he is. And that's when I got this aerial view of this vacation spot. I mean, Georgia came in, but like I said, it doesn't mean that's necessarily where he is from. When how spirit is, just because they say a place doesn't mean that's where they're at. He could have ties there. He could have went in there, came out there, whatever. Could have been there at one point, not there anymore. They showed me a tropical place. It reminded me of but it wasn't an island, so I can't say it was the Bahamas or Hawaii or anything like that. But somewhere on the coast. It could be the Carolinas for all we know, but a vacation spot on the coast. And that was what she showed, and it was aerial view, and it was repeated. It was repeated and repeated and repeated. When something is repeated like that to me, I know it's right. And until I say it, it won't go away. So, and it's usually like in readings, if they keep repeating something to me, I have to say it, even if it doesn't make sense to me. It'll end up making sense to them, and it'll end up being right. So she kept showing me that. Like, I could not get that vision out of my head, and it was an aerial view of an area like this. And I've heard April twice now. So whether, he's still alive and they find him in April is what it felt like. It seems a ways off, but say that they faked his death. It takes a while to get things back, and then the FBI realizes it, and he's trying to get away somewhere, and then they run into, they're following him, because I kept seeing the FBI in a white van, watching him, knowing, like, that's what they kept showing me. So then, like I said, I was just randomly scrolling through YouTube, on the wall of YouTube, and all of a sudden I got this vision of, like I said, of the FBI taking him down, and it was the most clearest vision I've ever gotten, and it came so randomly. Like, whenever random stuff like that comes, I usually get it in world events, okay? So all my world events usually end up happening, whether it's the next couple of days or years from then. Kathy on my YouTube or on my Facebook made a good point, because someone posted that they thought, did I hear that they might have found him or whatever? And I said, I don't think it's him, blah, blah, blah. Kathy's saying, and if he was underwater, wouldn't his notebook be ruined? Why is everything dry? Wouldn't it be, we don't know how it looks, right? Because, like, it could have dried up, I guess, depending on how long it's been out of water. But that, it makes a good point. I need to see if I can go back and read, because I'm missing your stuff. Right. So, Karina, like you were saying, he loves climbing. He does. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that is him in the card deck. He's the watcher. He's watching everything. And I think he has been watching everything. He doesn't come off as the kind of person to go run off in the wilderness and die. He just doesn't. And in his mind, I don't think he thinks he's done anything wrong. And also, I felt him moving in a vehicle, not walking, not anything. I felt him moving in a vehicle. Why would he stay in the reserves? I don't know. Traction. What do you mean by that, Claire? Oh, Brian, I did see him in a tree at night. Right. I'm telling you. And still, okay, when I ask where Brian is, I get this same aerial vision that I got from Gabby. I still get it. It has not, it's weird, because when he first was, I felt like he was in the marsh at first. I did see an alligator. I thought, oh, that's symbolic of the marsh. And I posted it in my group. But then I did the reading and I saw everything else. So let's see what. I don't know. I just think it's all too. It feels off. And I don't know. It's weird, because I think if it didn't feel so off, we would all 100% think that it was him. But I saw somebody take a poll, and like 57% think it's him, and 48% think it's not. It's like so close. You know what I mean? But I just like I cannot get that vision out of my head of the like it's not even an island. It's on the it's on the what do you call it? On the coast. It's on the coast. Um that's the thing, Karina, though. His parents just sent boxes of food. Where were they sending the boxes of food to? They also have been giving him money. I know that they've been giving him money. We've got to cut this off, Bubba. We got to cut that off. What are you doing? Can you get out of the way? I already got. What did I do with my pendulum? Did I put it away? Oh crap. I actually already got that someone was helping him during the reading. I think I lost my pendulum. Hold on. Oh, I definitely didn't put it away. Oh no. I had it in my hand. Did my cat take it off somewhere? Did you take my pendulum somewhere, dude? Okay, my pendulum's officially missing. Oh, goodness gracious. I had it in my hand. What'd I do with it? Ah, found it. Sitting on it. I thought the cats took it. You know how cats like things with strings or anything. I was sitting on it. Go. Can you were like so in the way it's not even funny, Castiel. You know what? Is it only Florida that has black sand? I need to look that up real quick. Can you quit being so annoying right now, Bubba? Quit being so annoying. Quit being so annoying. Hawaii? Cause come on. I also think it's weird that there's been 7 bodies found since he went missing. Hawaii, Iceland, the Canary Islands, and other destinations around the world. 14 most exotic. Because I've seen black sand. That's the first time I've seen that. I wonder if could he be in Hawaii? When I look, it doesn't look like an island, but Hawaii, when you look at when you look like in a vision, I mean, they're not showing me the whole thing, they're just showing me the coast, so it's possible, I guess. Can you quit being so annoying right now, dude? Seriously. I said the 14 most exotic beaches, and then it didn't give them to me. Italy, Japan, Tahiti, Iceland, Maui. There's a lot of places with black sand beaches, but it's all definitely tropical. Costa Rica, New Zealand, Alaska. Greece? Huh. I mean, that's what it feels like. Because anytime I ask Spirit, where is he? Now, I just wonder, okay, say that they planted this. They could plant DNA depending on what they found. I mean, maybe they only found a couple bones. I mean, someone could go to a cemetery and steal bones. I don't know. This cat being so annoying right now. Oh. I don't know if in North Carolina or South Carolina does. I know he has ties to there. Um. Anyways, I found this. What were we gonna ask? I don't remember what the question was. That's funny. Now she shuts up. You know, watching for the sound of the bird, and she's quiet now. Go figure. I don't remember what the question was. Okay, um, what should we ask? Is okay. Is Brian Lon? Stay still. Is Brian Laundrie in a tropical area? It's giving a yes. It's giving a yes for the tropical area. You know what? I'm waiting for my planchette and some other stuff, but I got a map. I was gonna use the planchette on it and see, because it's like a map of like the whole states. Because I have an atlas, but the atlas is very confusing with the pendulum. So I got a bigger one. Is stay still. Is Brian Laundrie in South Carolina? I'm getting a no for that one. You can't step on the laptop. How you feeling, buddy? Your eyes look dirty. We know that they're helping him though, Karina. I mean, but I'll ask. Is anyone helping Brian Laundrie? Yes, which we already knew. My cat thinks it's a toy. He's never seen it before, huh, Bubba? You okay? He got fixed today. You okay, Bubba? He could have. I'll ask again. Is Brian Laundrie in South Carolina? Yes, that kind of moved a little bit. Is Brian Laundrie in South Carolina? Is Brian Laundrie in South Carolina? Don't hit him. He just had surgery. Hey, quit being mean, Neil. It's giving me a no. Wait. Fuck. Hold on. Cats are really messing me up. Is Brian Laundrie in South Carolina? It's swinging no. It's not a big swing, but it's no. Is Brian Laundrie in a tropical area with black sand? And now it's swinging yes. So, maybe he's in Hawaii or some shit like that. He might have left, Holly, because that was 4 days ago. Why don't you ask your pendulum and see if we get the same answer on if he's alive or not? And if that's him. Because I'm curious if we're going to get the same answer on that. Or did you already ask that question, Holly? Oh, thank you, Cara. Well, I had back-to-back surgeries. And now I have kidney stones. And I'm trying to pack. But my energy has been really, really bad. Like, I'm, like, just exhausted. I can't do anything. Like, and whenever I get up to move, my side starts hurting really bad. So that's what's been going in. Too much stuff at once. And I'm trying to move to Arizona, so it's a long move. It's a long move, and I've got maybe five boxes packed, and I'm supposed to leave next month. So it's not going very good. I'm supposed to have a CT to see if I have stones and what size they are and all that on Monday. So, but it's just been hurting a lot lately. When I get up and move, really. But literally, where I'm talking to you guys, I keep seeing black sand. So, and then that aerial view but the aerial view doesn't have black sand in it. So the black sand might just be to tell me. Okay. I don't think it is. Like, you guys, seriously, intuitively, it just doesn't feel right. Yeah. That's my hard part is I can't have no energy without caffeine. I haven't actually drank much soda lately, though. Like, I really haven't. I've drank tea, but not soda. I don't drink beer. And I don't do a lot of sugar either. So I don't know. It's not too bad right now. It's just my side hurts really bad. Like last night, it was bad. I was crying last night, but it was only after I got up and walked around and did stuff. So, but yeah, I barely. For if he's a lot, for if it's him, I think it's all planted. Cause I just heard the word plant in my head. It's planted. I don't think so either. I think it, and I saw on one of the live streams, someone's like, "Oh, the psychic was right," because I guess the psychic picked up that he was going to kill himself or he was deceased or whatever. Now, not saying she's wrong, but she could have picked up on this situation right here. That's the one thing we have to understand about when we get psychic impressions and things like that. We could pick up on things that are going to happen, or like this, how I'm tripping out on that. Freaking cats are running my couch behind me. I swear that looks like a face. I already asked that. I asked that question already, and I gotta know. You're late, Cara, but we were talking about how we got know that that's not him, and I keep seeing a tropical area. I've always seen that. And again, like I was saying, my takedown when they showed me that takedown, it was so random and so vivid. Spirit, I'm never that wrong. Like, and I say that humbly. It just they never show me visions randomly that are that vivid and then be wrong. You know what I mean? Oh, my freaking computer's dying already. I literally just had it charged. Let's see if this reaches. I hope it does. Hope it's still plugged in. Ah, crap. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, I think he's still alive too. And like every time I try to feel if he's in spirit, I don't get a feeling of that, and I never did. And when I asked Gabby during the reading where he was, like he just doesn't seem the type to go and die like that. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. Plus, you got his parents sending off packages. Where are they sending meals and water to? Why are they buying phones? For what? Didn't they just buy phones? It just yeah. I don't think there's black sand in South Carolina, and I know I'm getting that strongly. Maybe I'm getting where he's going to end up. Well, I think it's weird how bodies just follow him. I don't think there is, because black sand is caused from volcanoes. Don't start barking, please. Dogs cross street are barking. No. No. Yeah. Shush. Stop it. The dogs across the street are barking. What, Bubba? No, you're not supposed to be jumping around. Okay, so it says black sand beaches concentrates are more widely distributed along the beaches of North Carolina and South Carolina and Georgia. Shush. Than has been recorded heretofore, as shown by map prepared by Airline Renaissance. Hold on. They're barking at the dogs across Dam Street. Sorry. Freaking people walking up the street. My dogs have to stop. All right, that's enough. Zeus, come here. Come here. Quit barking. Stop. You stop. 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 You stop. You stop. Okay. Well, stop. Sorry. Like I said, my vision of him being taken down by the FBI was so damn clear. When I saw that today, I said, how can I be so wrong? Like, I'm never that wrong. You know, like I say that very humbly, but my visions just are never that wrong. And for them to show it so randomly and so vividly, I just have to trust what Spirit's giving. You know what I mean? I'd be curious to know. You gotta quit jumping around, or I'm gonna have to put you somewhere. Just got fixed today. I did get an explosion in New York. You know what was weird though is there was just a meteorite, which I've gotten multiple times, that she said it sounded like an explosion. So I don't know. Maybe it was that. I don't. Ha, sorry. I was on mute. I forgot to unmute myself. I just talked that whole thing without you guys hearing, and I don't remember what I said. Oh, I'm glad you guys told me. I had put it on mute and forgot. So what I was saying is that when I see my vision, I just see him on his knees and the gun's pointed at him. Okay, FBI jackets are very strong in that vision. The coastline is very strong. The black sand is new. That came in today. I don't know. And hi. I know I've been missing you guys too. Thank you. It feels good to be missed. Feels good to be missed. Maybe that's why I stay away. I want you guys to miss me. No, I'm just kidding. No, I had those back-to-back surgeries, and now I have kidney stones, and I'm trying to move. And so anyways, sorry I had you guys on mute because of the dogs, and I guess I didn't put you back. My bad. And I was saying, if you're seeing the gun cock, they're saying that they found a gun, so that maybe it is him. It just seems too set up. Like I was saying that you guys couldn't hear, is that it's just weird that they decided to go search Tuesday night, and then they go to the area and they find all this stuff. Like, it's just so random that they contact them and they're like, oh, we want to go searching Tuesday, eh. Well, Holly, it was so stupid because someone said that I was fake because I was reading. I'm like, dude, seriously? It's my reading that I'm reading. How does that make me fake? It was that and the birds they were bitching about. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. It is what it is. And you could hear the reading fine, so I don't get it. But, thank you. Yeah, because I go deep with my team, and I do the reading with them first, because if I do it on here, as you guys see, I can't concentrate. I almost have to like concentrate because my mind goes everywhere. Like I have a touch of ADHD, so I'm all over. So I have a hard time doing live readings and things like that. I mean, I can get information. I've done one on my live before for my friend Debbie with her husband. You guys will have to check that out because that was a really good reading. It was months ago. But Cheyenne, you're not going under the blankets right now. No. This dog always tries to find a way under the blankets. She's not little, but she's part Chihuahua, so that part of her wants to go under the blankets. No. They're not set up like that right now. Okay. Yeah, so I just go deeper when I type. And that's because that's how I first got my gifts was auto writing. And I do it with my people so they can keep me focused. So I just give you guys what I get out of the reading. So what if I'm reading it? I do get distracted easily. Well, even if they weren't here, like say I had all the dogs put away and I was somewhere else, I would still get distracted. I would get distracted by the comments. I just wouldn't be able to do it. But I have done it before. I mean, I'm not saying I can't. It's just I don't go as deep. My readings aren't as strong and meaningful as they are when I'm typing it out. That's why I prefer to do everything typing. Plus that people can go back and read it later, and I can go back and read it later, and I have my whole thing where I can say, look, I said this without going back into the thing. I have it all typed out. So I don't even have all my fur babies in here right now. These are the good ones. The crazy ones are outside. But I'm getting 2.5 acres, so it'll be good for them. They're not getting the whole acreage because I have goats and stuff, but they're going to get some of it. So I'm excited about that. And the dogs are going to get their own room. The cats are going to get their own room. I'm going to get my own room. My son's going to get his own room for when he's there. And I have a deck. And there's a laundry room, a kitchen. The kitchen isn't very big, but it's got more cupboards than mine does here. So it's like 400 extra square feet than what I got here and 2.5 acres. So it'll be a good move. It's out in the country, so I probably won't have all the distractions of people going up and down the street and all that either. So I'm excited about it. I just don't have the energy to get my stuff together to move. So, I mean, the fact that I pulled the Watcher card, like I said, I feel like he's watching. I mean, why? I mean, I would have thought, like, if I was going to pull something and he was deceased, I would have got, like, a raven or a crow or something. But I got the Watcher card. I can't get over that. That's just shows what he's doing and what he's been doing. Um, I've had a hard time believing it because I sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. Like she's outside right now because I let her get her energy out because she's so hyper, and Zara was not hyper like that. Um, and she's a little like crazy. Like in her crate, she's nuts. When she's ready to eat and stuff, and Zara was not like that. But then the loving part, like she's super loving, and she doesn't like the car. Zara didn't like the car either, and Zara was very loving. So yes and no, like um, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. There's certain things that are different than Zara, and there's certain things that are the same. I don't know how to explain it. But the kitten that you just saw, my other cat passed away. I was not going to get another cat. And that cat I just randomly found. And he looks like a cat I used to have. And he seems so familiar. Like, he is the most loving cat. But every time he's with me, like, I just feel like I knew him before. I just don't know who he is, but I feel like I've known him before. And just the way I have been crying about this cat that looks almost just like him for like a week. And then I stumbled across him. So I don't know. I don't know where I know him from, if he's that cat that I used to have or what, but he's super familiar to me. So, yeah. Oh, I do ignore him. I usually just block him and stuff, but sometimes I like to talk back because, you know, I like to stick up for myself sometimes. Yeah, I think it's going to be really good. Um, I think my gifts will boom there, you know, and that place has windows. You guys don't know that my crazy cousin knocked out on like 13 of my windows, and I've had cardboard windows, and they didn't want to fix it because they said it would cost too much, and they were selling the house. So all my heater doesn't work. I always have to use like electric heating. There, I have a wood burning stove, and I have heating, and I have air conditioning. So I know people bitch on there. Like I said, I just I usually block the haters and stuff, and like I said earlier, you only get haters if you're doing something right. But sometimes I like to stand up for myself in case other people have the same questions or whatever, you know. I just like to explain how I work too, because sometimes people don't get it, you know. But I just don't understand where the logic came of saying that I was fake because I was reading, like. And I try not to make it seem like I'm reading either, but and you know what? I didn't even ask the pendulum about Summer. Should we ask about Summer if that's where she's at? Because I feel so strong about that. And it was like Spirit was had it in my face the whole time, but until I did the third reading, it didn't really click. And until I went on the map and was like, okay, so this is like the third time I've got 30 minutes. Where is water 30 minutes? And that's where it was. It was at Warriors. So I didn't even ask. I hope it gives me the right. I hope it gives me the same answer as my reading. That would suck. I still trust my reading over Pendulum, anyways. But um, is Summer in the water at Warriors? It's giving me a yes for that. A strong yes. If you want to ask Holly, we'll see if we get the same answer. I'm curious. Yeah, I think she's. That's what I got too. Is that she's tied to something and submerged down. Like I saw her mom just drop her off, and the bubbles, when something sinks, I was seeing the bubbles go down. Unless they drag that area, like I was hoping like Adventures with a Purpose would come out or something. Um, and look, I don't understand why they never searched that water. That's what's weird to me. I don't get it. Excuse you. Excuse you, Bubbles. You're not supposed to be jumping. You're not supposed to be jumping. You're not supposed to be jumping. You had surgery today. Yep. Okay. I know that's where I feel so strongly about it. Like before, because like I had said it before. I even put it on my YouTube channel that warriors need to be checked. But then I kind of like went off, and sometimes I get led away. I hate when I do that, but I'll get led away, and then I have to kind of bring myself back and just go over stuff that Spirit says and try to reconnect it again. And then why I didn't think to look for water 30 minutes away from the house, I don't know, because I got 30 minutes like months ago, but it just kept coming through. Um, or around 30 minutes. I don't remember exactly, but it was around that time frame. And what was weird is when I was, I don't remember if it was when I was saying the reading or typing up the reading, because sometimes I get information as I'm telling you guys, and sometimes as I'm typing it. Quit jumping! I don't know how to keep him from jumping. He had surgery today. He got a tattoo. um, for watching. I just went missing June 23rd, and I put out my phone. I'll be a couple hours away. Let me see. I can pull it up and see how far away I'll be. I think I'm 2 hours from Phoenix. I don't want to put my location because it's YouTube, but I just looked at him because I've never seen my cats have a tattoo before. Because a lot of them, I get them fixed as ferals and they clip the ear, and it's the first little tattoo I saw on his butt. What? 3 hours? Yeah, I don't know. I have kind of crappy internet sometimes. Try to pull it and get. So I'll be 3 hours away. I mean, it's not too far, but oh, Bubba, he just comes and lays his head on me. Oh. Yeah, I mean, I have a hard time. I don't feel like she'll be found either unless we can get someone to look in that water. I don't think Gonzo's here anymore, but it would be nice if you could get a hold of someone. He knows people. And you know what? I'm going to text him right now, and because I got him on speed dial. And I'm going to see. The name is sorry I'm breaking up. I have satellite, so it's kind of crappy sometimes. And I'm going to have to get off pretty soon because I have a reading at 6 that I'm probably going to be drained for because even lives drain me. Um, it's called Divine Animals Oracle by Stacy DeMero. I really think it's a beautiful deck. I just have to learn how to use it. Put it on upside down. It's weird. Two of the ones that I pulled are on the back of this card: the turtle and the owl. And then that one I pulled too. It's on the front. Isn't that weird? That's the front card that I pulled for him. Yeah, I went through a lot of them and I was like, I want animal ones because I connect mostly to animals and I feel like I know a lot about, like, I'm interested in them, like, to learn more about them, like their meanings and stuff. So I felt like it would be easier to read the cards because I always have a hard time memorizing meanings, So it's really pretty. I really like it. I just feel like I have a lot of oracle cards and cards that sorry baby, that I got sorry. That I have, but I'm not really drawn to them. I even have a love one. I have a love one and I have a couple of them. I have a green deck, I think, from Holland and John Holland, and I think I have the love deck, and I don't even know. I haven't even looked, but I got a bunch, and I was never really connected to them. I'm really connected to this deck. I just have to figure out how I'm going to use it and incorporate it in readings because I notice now that people use different cards now in their readings. They use like 2 or 3 decks when they're doing readings. So I don't know if I need to get more decks or not. I don't know. It wasn't like that before when people were readings. We're doing readings. Okay, bye-bye. It would be. I don't know. If you guys come across anybody, I mean, I don't know a lot of channels or something, you guys can reach out to them and see, because we can always, I mean, things are usually fated. Like, it's more than likely she won't be found. Therefore, Candace will get away with it unless they find evidence, what she threw the evidence down there. Like, so where do you get yours at? Do you get yours on Amazon, Holly? Like, I'm just now getting back into them because, like, I didn't need them anymore. You know what I mean? All my readings are just channeled, so I didn't need them anymore. But I thought it would be a good thing for validation, or I just can't get over that I pulled the Watcher card for him, and I think that's exactly what he's doing. Yeah, but they're not going to listen to a psychic. A lot of them don't listen to a psychic. If one of you guys, I mean, I don't know. Right? It is so pretty. I just think it's weird I pulled that card for him. I'm getting my talking board from Etsy, and the girl's been trying to get a hold of me since the 6th to tell me what colors I wanted. I didn't know that she made them. Like she makes them herself, and I didn't know that. She wanted to know what colors I wanted, and I felt bad because now everything's going to be late. Okay, do you know where he's at? Like, does he go to different places? I'll just look him up. I need someone to dive down there. I don't know if they'd be able to even find anything. I have a headache now. I get drained even being in here with you guys. Who's Kuba? Oh, so they're like Adventures with a Purpose then. Okay. I'm trying to see a way to get a hold of them. Oh, my side is hurting. Let's see. Membership. Okay, I have their Instagrams. Carson on Instagram. I mean, that's all they give is an Instagram. Um, don't walk on the computer, Rose. Good girl. Ah, crap. I don't know my login. See, I wish they just gave an email or something. Because they don't. They give. Wonder if I just looked it up on Instagram. Because I can get on through the app, but when I hit the link, I can't get in. Yeah, but I can't. I don't know any of my login stuff. I have the app and everything's already logged in. I'm gonna see if I can search them on Instagram and find them. Which I don't know if they'll answer me because I'm a psychic. You know how that is, like pulling teeth to get anybody to listen to you. Oh, it comes up. Wait. I don't know if that's him. Is one of the guys named Jacob? No. I, Wait, so he's the guy. He's this one right here, Jacob? No, I don't want to make a new account. It says Monster Bass. Is that him? It says he's a fisherman. Is that right? Is that him? Whoa. Ah, fudge sticks. That can't be him. So he's a fisherman too? Well, that I have his IG, but when I click the link, I can't get to it. Is he Jacob Grubbs? Okay, Holly, I'll have to check that out. Okay. All right. We'll message him. Dive, not dice. I hate when my phone does that. What's your name? Well, can you tell me your name so I can tell me to say hi? I said one of my followers sent me to you. You just want to give me the first name. I don't want to do that though. I don't want to do all that right now. No, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do. I found him. I think I just SLY14 PT. I'm gonna say to tell you to listen to me, okay? Said to tell you hi and to listen to me. That was the name of my cat. I was just talking about. And you call her. Okay. Okay, well, it's done. And then I asked Gonzo if he knows anybody. So, I mean, that's all I can do at this point. I mean, I get so irritated because what would it really hurt? They spent all those man hours searching all those woods for what, a week? And they can't go and search the freaking water? Because what? Come on, they have to know she's involved and that she didn't get taken. There's too many dogs on that property for her to get taken. You guys see how my dogs are when somebody walks up the damn street? They go fucking freaking nuts. They even start howling. Kidding me? You're back. You gotta cut that little thing you have on your leg. That's why I said if you know, can you move out of the way, please? Please move. If she's gonna be found, it'll have to be by someone like this, or someone that we get a hold of like this. Um. Okay. Thank you, Sky. I did message him. We'll see what's said. Okay. Maybe he can do it. I mean, you never know. No one has to know what he's looking for. He can just go diving there and see if he comes up with anything. You know what was weird is when I was first looking for her, I got really sick around that 81, I think it is, and my pendulum circled there. There is water there, and on the other side is King Creek or something, which I got King when I was either talking to you guys or something. Oh my gosh, Castiel, can you stop? What is your problem? This cat. I'm barely ever on Instagram. Neo, say hi. Say hi, Nene. Say hi, Nene. Say hi, Nene. Remember Nene was sick? This is Neo. See, Nene? Neo had me scared. Neo had me scared. Oh man, you're not supposed to be playing. I don't know how to keep this freaking kitten from playing like this. Hey, 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 Magic, chill. You're okay. Hey! What are you doing? Calm down. You're fine. Chill out. Crazy? She wasn't even doing anything. Well, that would make sense as to why no one's looking there. Because, I mean, usually... No, don't come back over here. Usually whenever they search for places, they search woods and water. They haven't even searched any water. She's kind of little shit these days. But she just like smacked Neil for no reason. Are you laying on top of the kitten? Oh my gosh, you're retarded. I hope he's not in that. You're laying on top of him. Um. Where did my phone go? Oh, that's what I was gonna look at real quick to see where the black beaches were in South Carolina. And then I'm gonna have to get off here, even though I don't want to. Which I probably. It says I have a message, but there's 3 requests. Where do these come from? No. I just now saw I have messages on Instagram that I didn't know existed. As you can see, I don't ever go on Instagram. I didn't even know they had requests on there. Okay. You know, I was doing that during Summer's reading when I was telling you guys, like my throat like kind of did something weird. So, okay. Thank you, Sky. I'll see if I can find you right now. Cause I'm really. Can you quit? You're like being so annoying. There are cat trees right here. That's why. Well, I believe she was beat up, but there's something with the throat or with the neck area and the. So. SLY. Does it say kiss my ass on your picture? Okay. Okay, yeah, I got it. I got it. I'm earlier on there, but people can reach me on there. I have the app and everything. I just don't like post on there or anything. I don't know why. I just never think about it. Um, Spirit kind of protects me. They don't show me everything, but they give me the idea. Um, so, and yeah, it was this last reading. They showed me a lot of brutality with it. So, and then I kind of put the readings together, and I don't know. I think her floating was always symbolic before, but okay, cool. And I'm probably gonna jump off. Oh, I was gonna look up. See what I mean? How distracted I get real easy. Um, I was gonna look up black sand beaches in South. I was gonna try a map. This new map I got with him. Hey, you're late, Indigo. Night. I don't know what you're saying. Pew is new truck from his red. Oh, fresh out of surgery, huh? Yeah, I've been there, done that. I'm okay. I have kidney stones, I guess now, but I had back-to-back surgery, and now I'm trying to move, but I can't seem to get my house packed up, and I got no help. So now it hurts. Ow. Okay, black sand beach concentrates are more widely distributed along the beaches of North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia than has been recorded heretofore, as shown by the map prepared by Airplane Renaissance. The map shows that black sands diminish in the abundance northward, but their distribution is part related to the configuration of the shoreline where they found the beaches. So, it looks like it starts right above Jacksonville in Georgia, like the bottom part of Georgia, and goes all along north. See, so he could have been in Georgia at one time when I did the reading, which was a while ago. South Carolina. This cat is seeing spirit right now because there's literally nothing up there. What are you looking at, baby? It's all along the coastline up to Raleigh, right before then. Havana. You know what's weird? I didn't know that there's a Havana on here. That's in Cuba. I got Havana and that little girl's reading for Hawaii, and I didn't know why. Huh. I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. Thought it was like a street name or something, and I don't know. Well, that's where it looks like it's all along the coast. I don't know. Um, I know. I got a lot of people telling me they'd help me if I was close. The problem is I don't live near any of my friends online. It sucks. Yeah, we will. Oh, I don't know. I have a reading at 6, though. I'm gonna have to jump off here. But I just wanted to come on and tell you guys that I pulled that card and about the strong vision that I have that I don't think Spirit would have showed me if it was him. Like, yeah, that issue. Um, I just. Who are you looking at, buddy? Um, hold on, that might be a message. Yep, it's from Gonzo. Glad you. Um, hey, can you ask Holly about the Patrick Henry Dam area? Because he says he's been snorkeling there, It's pretty shallow in the swimming hole most of the time, and so I don't think she's in the swimming hole. Um, but you get out further, the river is 8 to 20 feet deep. Um, um, Patrick Henry Dam. It's in that area at Warriors. Yeah, that's where my headache is with her. Whenever I connect to her, I get really bad head pain with her. Really bad head pain with her. Um, one of the worst. One of the worst ones. Sometimes I'm noticing though I'm getting headaches when it's like a violent passing. So it's hard to tell. Sometimes if it's head injury or from violent passing. But he says that he's went diving and snorkeling around there in the swimming hole, but I don't think she's near the swimming hole. It's true, they can see spirit. Mine do that all the time, especially him. I've noticed that a lot with him. But see, he is. I've known him before. I have just a strong, strong, strong thing with him. It's like I manifested him too, because the cat that I lost name was Sky, that looked just like him. Um, and then he ended up showing up. It was so weird, and now he's just. I think the river does run into that. Contacted. What's that guy's name? Chaos Divers. I only said the dam, and they might have just showed me the dam to validate the area, but she showed me fish, and I can't believe I forgot to type it up. I must have missed it somehow, and then when I said the reading, I missed it. But I was really tired when I did it. But when she kept showing me fish, I know that there's fishing over there at the dam. I don't think so. I don't think it was the milk jugs. It was a rock of some sort. Okay. Because I've always gotten the river anyways. Like, but when I was doing the reading, the water was still. It wasn't running like a river. The river does look like a snake though, coming from a child. But she showed me a river from the very beginning. That was the very first vision I ever got was the river. And I didn't realize the river went into that area. I mean, I don't think she's findable, honest, but it wouldn't hurt to try. Okay. That would make sense because river was the first one I saw. Sorry, I'm talking to Gonzo. Um, yeah, yeah, nothing set in stone. I got chills on that one. Yeah, because the very first vision I ever got with her was the river, and I said that in my very first reading. They kept showing me. I'm asking him if he's okay because he's saying the bridge. Okay, so he says he jumped off the bridge entrance and it's deep enough to weight a body down and not come back up. Easy access too. So he's gonna look for some divers. He only knows in the Rocky Mountains, not in Tennessee area. And I said we need sonar. He said yeah, sonar and an underwater drone. I didn't even know they had underwater drones. Learning something new every day. Um, really? Huh? Because she showed me the snake twice, and I didn't know if maybe she was saying like the river, because the river looks like a snake. It's like windy, and she showed me windy river before, like the very beginning. That was the first thing I saw, so I should know because usually the very first thing I get is usually where there are. So if I get forest, they're in the forest. Lake, it's in a lake. River, it's in a river. Usually, um, and that was the very first thing I got. Why but I couldn't figure out where in the river. But now after I did the time frame, and my readings I've gotten that time frame. But after I did that, it's the only lake river area that is that far away from the house. So I think that's why I told him I feel very strongly about this. Like out of all the readings I've ever done about location, that's the strongest. And you know what? I think the fact that I got in mentally with it, and I was thinking, why would she put her there and then say that she put her there? But then she was saying she was in a completely different area than when she put her. So now it makes more sense, you know. Um, of course, Holly. I appreciate you being here. Okay, so I told him to watch my last video because maybe there's some clues in there, like the foundation for that house, like maybe you pass it or something. Since he's in the area, maybe he can see that and recognize, and you'll know. So I told him to watch it, see if there's any clues in there. Um, Sometimes my mental gets into it, and I start thinking that doesn't make sense, and then I talk myself out of it. But I should know not to do that. But that is crazy about that. One lady at the Toyota dealership has a snake necklace. That's weird. Huh. Because I got that twice in the reading, and it was like a green snake. I think I got Warriors too before. I picked it up in. That's weird. Yeah, it does turn out to be right. You know what? After doing this for 9 years, I should learn better than to second guess myself, but I always do. I always do. I don't know why. It's the human side of me does that. You know. Um, I was gonna look at something, and now I forgot what it was. Um, okay, so we've got Gonzo on it. He's gonna try to find some people with sonar and underwater drones and see what we can do, because it's a large body of water. Um, the thing is we're never wrong. We always get everything for a reason. The only reason that it can seem wrong is we misinterpreted what was being said, um, or another path was taken. But it's not that we were wrong. We're only giving what spirit gives us. So I don't know. I had that other board I tried. I need a smaller planchette on it. Um, would you stop? My dog is out of control. Um, all right, stop. Um, yeah, exactly. Hold on 1 second. There I go again. I was saying, I always do that, start talking when it's on mute. Sad just doesn't really work, but I might try it. Yeah, they're barking. Oh, asses. I'm gonna have to go anyways. So that's what I feel on this situation. Um, yeah, I got a lot of anger with him too, Holly. He like raged out on her, and I don't know if that's just not being released that she was beat up, but all of us got that. Like, stop, please, Zeus, quit. Um, I don't sense him in spirit. I just don't. I feel like this is a setup of some sort, Um, little babies. So, I mean, if all of us spiritual people are feeling it, it's. I don't know. I just don't get that he's. I don't get he's deceased. I don't get he's deceased at all. And he could be in South Carolina. Like, they have black sand out there now, I guess. So, I mean, that could be what I was picking up on for sure. But I'm going to try to, I don't know, when I get my planchette and on my map or my pendulum or something and see if I can get anything. Shush! And I'll try that as well once I get it, once I get my new board, and ask if he's deceased or not and see what spirit says. So I want to see if what they have to say matches what we think and feel and get. Okay. Yeah. Well, I saw him hit her from the back. Like, I could see it coming, and like I could see it out of my, like, she turned her head like that and caught a glimpse of it. I've always seen that, like, hit with a rock, but then I always got a reference to the throat area, so that was the end. But I think she was beat up. Shut up! Why he didn't talk about that, I don't know. Why that didn't come out in the thing, but. But I'm gonna I'll do more work on it when I get. Well, we'll find out. I don't know, because DNA and stuff can be planted, So we'll see. We'll see. But when I get my new board, I'll see what spirit has to say. See, I think that one's gonna work better for me. So I'll see what they have to say, and I'll let you guys know. But just from what I'm feeling, and just logically, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't seem like something he would do, but what do I know? So, yeah, but John Walsh wouldn't have known that. I don't think. I think he's just guessing. So, I don't know. Like, I don't see how John Walsh would have known that. You know what I mean? Like, unless he saw the autopsy report. I don't know. A lot of us psychics got that, though, from what I heard. And then we got bashed saying, "Oh, that's not what happened," but that is partly what happened. I just don't think it came out. But, yeah, I do too. I did get the throat and the feeling up of blood in my throat, but I kept getting like punches to the chest, And that's why when in my reading, I was like, I can't tell if there's a weapon or what, because I just felt like I was getting hit in the chest. So I don't know if he was hitting her or what, but I just kept getting hit in the chest and then my throat. That was the main things in my head. So I don't know why I kept feeling that. Like I was being punched right there or hit right there. It was really weird. But, and then, like, she referenced my throat twice. So, I knew that she was strangled. Usually when my throat is referenced like that, it means strangulation or it's cut, but strangulation because I couldn't breathe, and that came in too. So, I mean, that was good validation that her passing was correct. So, I gotta jump off here. I got a reading. I'm 13 minutes late too. So, that's bad. Bad. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me. It was good talking to you guys. I've missed you guys so much. I'll try to get on live more. It just depends on how I'm feeling because I'm actually not feeling that great. And I've got to get this place packed up. So I'll see what I can do, and I'll try to do, cases and whatnot. I'll do whatever I can. But probably after I move is when I'll get more active. So I'm trying, Holly. Thank you, sweetheart. You too. Hey, I'm hilarious every night. Yeah, you guys have a good night. Thank you.